let's start together on the mat. And I just give you some proposals this morning how we can start in a seated position. And you can either maybe take a blanket and put it under your sit bones, and we have a bit of a more upright spine. Or you can take a block, for example, just take the short, sometimes just something to try out. You can take the short edge of the block and just put it from the back side here a little bit under your sit bones. And that creates a nice upright position for your spine, and it's a bit more easier. Just sit upright in the beginning. Something to test a little bit out. With a long side, I realized for myself that's not really working very good. So sit on that, then it always presses a bit into the sides of the flesh of the butt. But if you also bring a bit away the flesh of the butt, that can work. If it doesn't work, you can also just take a blanket or sit in hero's pose, like at the side, either on the block as well. We'll also do some breath work. It's nice if we have an upright spine on the block or on a bolster. Lots of options how to sit. These weekend flows I want to create in a way that, we will just check a bit in with ourselves maybe as well, how the week has been, what's ahead, but also just where we are standing right now. And I always love to take a theme into this practice. And over the whole week, we already had aparigraha, one of the yamas from the 8 limbs of the yoga. And aparigraha means non-attachment. So being not attached to something, someone, any kind of thing is a very interesting thought to connect with and a very interesting thing to contemplate for oneself with. And maybe you also like to take this aparigraha, non-attachment, with you into this practice. And I arrange the practice alongside with it. So we're actually practicing a lot. It's fall season right now. So it's also a lot about for nature to let go, for us as well to invite ourselves to let go, to open more up. So we will practice with a lot of asanas and also pranayamas, breath work, where it is about opening and letting go. So with every posture that we maybe hold a bit longer, or with every posture where we breathe a bit deeper, you can always reconnect with this thought of, let me detach more of what I attach to, of any certain habits, of any thoughts, of any emotions, of any materialistic things. So this I invite you to for this weekend flow today. And we start here in the seated position, and you can at first now close your eyes and check in a bit with yourself, how you're sitting. Maybe you have been over the week a lot with your attention also in the outside, in your environment, to draw your attention once back, your senses back into yourself. With closed eyes, that's so much easier. And then first notice how you're sitting. Maybe your body feels a little bit twisted to one or the other side. One or the other side feels a bit more tense or open. And just observe you for a second. Just seeing what's the status quo right now for us. It can even often happen when we just observe of what is there, that some things just suddenly start to change already. We just take the time to shortly check in. And then I also invite you to observe once how you are breathing. To which of your body parts are you breathing? Are you breathing into your lower belly? Are you more breathing into your chest, without starting to change the breath now already, just allow yourself to see how it is right now. Find a kind of safe space to just be with what is. And then I invite you to invite yourself to start to breathe a little bit deeper into your lower belly. So with the inhalation, let your lower belly expand a bit more, bring space into your lower chakras, into your whole digestive system. And with the exhale, let it deflate again and even pull your belly button a bit in and up towards your spine into your chest. Inhale. Let the belly inflate. Let the diaphragm move down. And exhale. Let the belly deflate. And pull your belly button in and up. Prana, the life force you connect with. The more conscious we are about our prana, the more prana we will also have available. Sometimes we can feel parts in our lower belly where it's not really possible yet to breathe into deeper, and that's okay. Maybe you can notice over time when practicing more of it, how more and more space you can recreate in yourself where your life force can flow into. And then if you like, you can find one last very conscious and an exhale here. And slowly open your eyes and we will move into a short breath work, fire breath, to warm a little bit up. And the fire breath is working like that we in and exhale through the nose. With the inhale, the belly is inflated, expands. And with the exhale, the belly contracts as well again, it deflates. And we do that in a quite quick pace, and we have a forceful inhale and a forceful exhale. We have a rhythm. See for yourself what pace is suiting you. We'll go for 2 rounds of 20 of those in and exhales. And first, give it a try for yourself. Inhale through your nose a bit forceful, deeply into your belly. And then also exhale the same way, pressing the air out of your nose again, letting your belly deflate. Try that 2, 3 more times. And check in with the inhale, our belly expands. With the exhale, it deflates. Very good. And then start to breathe in one time deeply in through your nose. And exhale deeply through your nose. Preparing for the first round. Deeply inhale through your nose. One more time, deeply exhale through your nose. One more time, deeply inhale. And then let's start with our first 20 rounds. And go for yourself. Deeply inhale, deeply exhale, forceful in a quick pace.
You have exalted your name and your promise above everything else. On the day I called, you answered me. You increased strength within me.
Then slowly come to an end. Breathe in deeply again. Retain your breath on the inhale. And exhale again. Retain your breath shortly on the exhale. And then come into normal breathing again. And let's go for our second round. Breathe in deep. And exhale through the nose. 2 more preparation breaths. Breathe in deep through your nose. And exhale. And then breathe in deep. And let's go for the second round. Exhalation, belly deflates. Inhalation, belly exhales. Then deeply inhale again on the last one now. And retain your breath on the inhale. And exhale. On the exhale, retain your breath here as well. With the next inhale, bring your arms over the side to the top of your hand. You can open your eyes, grab for the stars, lengthen your spine here a little bit to both sides. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. And with the exhale, bring your hands over the side, back down next to your body. Very good. And then we come into tabletop position. Bring yourself with hands and knees onto the mat. Again, that your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, your knees are around a fist wide, a hand wide apart from each other. Imagine someone is a little bit pulling from your crown or at your crown, and someone is also pulling at your root here. So have a nice long spine. Press your arms out of your shoulders so you have a strong shoulder belt here. And then let's start with some cat-cow position. So with the inhale, we start to bend our spine, bring our chest to the front, open our throat here, gaze goes up. And with the exhale, we go into the contrary position. Our spine rounds. Our belly goes more away from the mat. Crown is a little bit shining onto the mat. Our chest is connected with our chin. And then with the in and exhale, find your own pace here to go in cat and cow. Nicely opening your spine, especially in the morning after sleep. Our spine loves to be moved, so that between our vertebrae, the liquids can be a bit exchanged. Our joints need to be moved to be smooth, otherwise we start to get stiff. One more in and exhale here. Nicely connect you with your breath. Very good. Then we start to bring our right foot out. Our foot is flexed. Check in here that it's not too far up, not too far down, that your hips are in alignment. And then we bring out our left hand and first stabilize ourselves here. You can look down onto the mat and first just breathe here. Press your right hand into the mat, your arm out of your shoulder. Nice and strong. And then we start with the next inhale to, in slow motion, kind of bring knee and elbow together. Crunch here. under our belly, and then slowly bring foot and arm out, elongated again. Very good. Inhale, bring knee and elbow together. Exhale, extend. And come here a little bit for 3 more in your own flow. And after your next exhalation, bring your hand and your knee slowly down again. And shortly check in with yourself how you feel. I'm arranging this practice today so you can really also take time with the movements to come back to yourself, really connect with it. With the next inhale, we bring our left foot out to the back and our right hand out to the front. It's easier to find stability here if we have our gaze down onto our mat next to our left hand. Find a stable position here for yourself first. Breathe in deep and exhale deep. Deep breathing also supports us in opening and letting go. Very good. And with the next inhale, start to bring right elbow and left knee together under your chest. And with the exhale, same like on the right side now, we elongate, we lengthen here again. Find your own pace here. And repeat this a few times. Very good. One last. Perfect. Slowly bring hand and knee back down. Maybe you would like to take some pressure from your wrists for a second. Bring your weight back down onto your heels. If you like, for a second, we can also go into hero pose. Bring your ankles next to your hips and fall between your feet. Nice to have a long spine. If that doesn't work with your knees, or it should hurt in your knees or your ankles, you could either also place a block under your sit bones or a blanket so that your knees are not totally overstretched. We want to do all the poses in safety. Nicely find length here in your spine. Place your hands onto your thighs. And if you have some pain or some pressure in your wrists, if that should have happened, maybe you like to roll your wrists a little bit, warm them up even a little bit more. You can interlace your fingers and then just move your wrists a bit left and right direction. With every part on the body, we can work on more flexibility and more strength. And that takes a continuous practice. So don't expect a non-attachment to come overnight. Let's take time for it. Very good. To lengthen as well a bit of our wrists, to open it a bit more, you can place your fingers towards your body, next to your knees, and stretch and open a bit the front side of your arms, as well as your wrists. Check in here that your spine is nice and long. And breathe in deep. The deeper we breathe, the more calm and rhythmic we breathe, the more our nervous system can relax. We're not in survival mode. Get more creative. Very good. Then slowly release here again. Turn your arms around, top of your head down onto the mat, fingers pointing towards your toes. And still very softly here also open it to the other side, however far it works. Maybe also want it a bit more like a walking dog. Just softly go a little bit into a stretch here in your wrists. Always check out how your body is doing, what works for you and your body today. Very good. And release your hands again. You like to shake them out shortly. And then let's come back into tabletop. And then bring out your left foot to the side. See my foot still here. Go on with your foot to the left side. Wrists are still under shoulders. Right knee is still under right hip. And stay here in tabletop for a second like this. And bring your pressure, your weight into your right hand and start to open to the left side. Bring your left hand up into the air. Press into your left foot onto the ground. Relax your neck, relax the shoulders. Stay strong in your belly. And breathe in deeply. Open your chest here. With a deep breath, we can also always intensify our practice. If it's uncomfortable for you to look outwards to your hand, you can also look to the hand which is on the mat. Very good. And slowly bring your hand back down onto your mat. Your knee, left knee, back next to the right knee. And then we reach our right foot out, toes pointing to the front. And first stay here for a moment like this. Check in that your left knee is under your left hip, your wrists under your shoulders. Your spine is nice and long. Imagine again someone is pulling at your root, someone is pulling at your crown. Engage your belly here a little bit. And breathe in deep. Exhale deep. And then also here, start to bring your right hand up into the air. Press into your right foot. Imagine someone is pulling at your right hand upwards, but you're also pressing into your left hand, pressing into your left knee. Create length in your body. Also here again, if it doesn't feel comfortable for your neck, look upward. Just look onto the mat. Breathe in deep. With the next exhale, let's meet back down in tabletop. Bring slowly your hand and your knee back down. Very good. Let's go for one more in this position and let's go into tiger pose in tabletop. So we bring our right foot up here into the air, foot is flexed. We bring our right hand towards, our left hand. Take our left hand out first to the front. And we bring our left hand over the side to our right foot. And grab the ankle. Press into your right hand. And then start to press the sole of your foot up towards the air. So you're opening your chest, opening your shoulder, opening your arm. Someone is still pulling at your crown, keeping your spine nice and long. Engage your belly. Engage your right thigh. Breathe in deep. Two more in an exhale here. Press into your right hand. Stay strong. And then slowly release the hand from the foot again. Bring the foot slowly back down onto the mat. Your hand next to the other one. Maybe you like to shortly go into child's pose. Bring your butt back onto your feet. Stretch out the hand to the front. Stay here with me for two in an exhale. Life is always about engaging and letting go again. Doing and being. Receiving, letting go. Bring your gaze up again. Back into tabletop. And let's do the same thing for the left side. So bring your left foot out. You can already bring it into a 90-degree angle. Bring your weight onto your left hand. Start to bring your right hand out over the side towards your ankle. Grab your ankle from the left foot and flex the foot. It's flex, so it's pressing, kind of going into the same parallel position and the ceiling if you have a flat ceiling. And then start to press your foot up here into your mat. Press into your right knee. Maybe it feels better for you with the foot which is still on the mat to either have your top side of the foot down or your toes tucked. And then find some deep and then exhale here in that posture. Two more. Very good. And slowly release your leg again. Release your hand from your ankle. Bring both back down onto the mat. Let's meet one more here down in child's pose. You can either bring your knees a bit more out to the side so your body can move a bit more in between your legs, or you can have your knees together so your carp is laying comfortably on your thighs here. Bring your forehead down into the mat. If that doesn't fit, you can also take a block and just place it where your forehead is so your neck and your head can rest for a second. Find some deep breathing here into your backside as well, into your kidneys, releasing stress. Very good. Maybe also sometimes with some exhales like to give it a bit louder sigh tone that wants to come out with it. Open. Totally letting go. Very good. Start to press your hands a little bit into the mat. Bring yourself up into a seated position, back into hero's pose where you have already been. We'll sit one more time together in hero's pose. So you can bring your ankles a bit to the side of the mat. Remember, if it doesn't feel good for your knees or your ankles to go fully down with your butt onto the mat, please just take a block or a blanket under your butt. And then sit here for yourself in the hero's pose. Sit bones pressing into the mat, crown, hold up, nice and long spine. And then deeply breathe in into your belly. You can close your eyes for a second as well if you like. Staying still in moments. Finding stillness, not moving, not doing can sometimes be really challenging. On the mat, we can train that with ourselves to just stay in some asanas for a little bit longer, to just go through this a little bit of uncomfortability, maybe this urge to do something or urge to move on. Feel a little bit deeper into what is there right now. Very good. And you can slowly start to open your eyes again. Bring with your hands a little bit of pressure, or bring some pressure into your hands so you can bring your butt up again. Bring your feet and knees here back together. And sit on your legs right now. And then start to bring out your right foot to the front and place your left foot under your butt, a bit like as if you sit with your sit bones on your foot. If that did not work for you, you can either have two options. You can either stay with your foot like in hero pose to the outside, or you can change the position of your foot fully and bring the sole of the foot to the inside of your thigh. Just see what works for you. And then we press the back side of our right leg here right now, or the left, whatever you choose in that moment for you. But we press the back side of our leg into the mat. We engage the upper muscles here of our right leg. We flex our foot, toes go towards our body. Then we slowly start to move a little bit with our hands side by side, a bit more down. Keep your legs engaged, your leg engaged, the right leg pressed still into the mat. So that we're stretching the back side of our right hamstring and of our calf. Check in that you're not falling down directly. It's not about nose to toes. It's about moving with your chest here forward, staying long in your spine and in your neck. A bit more as if you want to bring your chest towards your knee or towards your ankle. And as if you look a bit more half a meter in front of your mat with your eyes. Maybe you like to move a little bit more down after some time. Check in again that you press the back side of your leg into the mat. Pull the toes towards your body. The stretch reflex. If we engage some of our muscles, we can sometimes, as the body then feels security, even go a little bit deeper into the posture. But it's still about being safe here. Very good. Stay here for a few more deep in and exhales. Maybe you like to flow a little bit deeper again. Remember, if you have really nice, even angle on your backside, every exhale, you can fall a little bit deeper. Every inhale, we pull us a little bit more front. The exhale, we just go down. Very good. Then slowly, very slowly, bring your body back upright again. Very good. And you can either bring your left foot out first, lengthen your legs for a second, or you can bring your right foot back first and then stretch out the left. Maybe you like to lengthen your legs first, give them a little shake here. And then bring your right foot back, like we said on the left one now. Place your foot under your sit bone here, or place the foot next to the right hip, or place the sole at the inside of your thigh. See what works for you. Sometimes the one side also feels different than the other side. Our body is not symmetric, and our anatomy is always different than other people's anatomy. And then here also check in for yourself. Press the back side of your left leg into your mat. Flex your toes. Dorsiflex here. Bring your toes towards your hip. And then first, sit here nice and long and strong, upright. Very good. Press the back side of your leg into the mat. And then slowly start with a long spine. You can move the hands next to your leg, slowly a bit front, slowly a bit down. Long spine. Engage the quads, the top thigh muscles, front side muscles. Maybe after some time you already feel like, oh, there's a little bit more space right now, so I can move with my upper body a little bit more closer towards my left leg. It's not about nose to toes. It's about a long spine. You can also think about to bring your shoulders a bit away from the ears. Have a strong shoulder belt. With the next exhale, maybe you like to tilt your hips a little bit more. It's not about bringing the upper body down. It's about starting to open the hips, open the backside of the leg, open our quads. Yeah, our hamstrings, not our quads, and our glutes, our back muscles. Two more in an exhale. Very good. And then slowly move your body here up again, your upper body. Bring your spine into a lengthened position. Lift your butt of your right foot. Lengthen your legs here again. Maybe you like to lengthen and to elongate your feet here for a second. Plantar and dorsiflex. I just like to shake them out for a second. Very good. Then you can move your body a bit or your butt a bit to the right side of the mat. Bring your sole towards the inside of your thigh. We're now going to go into a half leg, into a revolved head to toe. So we are nicely going to open the left side of our body. So you bring your left sole towards the inside of your right thigh. And nicely lengthen your spine here first. It's what we always do first. If it should feel uncomfortable for you to sit like that, you can again put a blanket. Block will be, I think, too much, but a blanket under your sit bones again. You're a bit more upright. just play with the props a little bit, what works for you. Sometimes a little prop can really support us so much in an asana. And we're going to take our right elbow and place it next to our right knee, the inside. If that works for you, maybe you like to or can just with your anatomic structure be a little bit more up. But we maximum go through our inside of our knee. We press the back side of our right leg into the mat again. We flex our foot here, bring our toes towards our hips. And then we move our left hand over the side, spine nice and long, head nice and long. Over our side, we don't want to come with our hands here fully down. We just want to imagine you bring your shoulder a bit more towards the back. And you just want to open the side here. It can feel comfortable for your neck as well to look down to the right knee. So maybe it feels very uncomfortable to hold your neck here like this. Then please just look down to your right knee. And use your left arm a little bit as a leverage. Bring yourself here a little bit deeper. Imagine that your fingers would like to go towards the toes. Or they're kind of an extension of your left side. And then start to breathe in here deeply. Remember to press your right back side of the leg into the mat. Engage here. And then stay here for some time. Open your rib cage. Remember that you want to bring your shoulders on the back side together. So your shoulder is not falling towards your face. Your left shoulder kind of moving more on the back side of the body. Sometimes we forget it underway. Remember to press the back side of your right leg into the mat. Engage your muscles here. Very good. 3 more deep and then exhales here. And then slowly bring your left hand, don't move your upper body yet, just bring your left hand down next to your left side again. Then press into your right hand here onto the mat and softly start to bring, because we're now really deeply open here. Bring your upper body back up again. Lengthen your spine again if you like to roll your shoulders for a second. And then lengthen both legs here again. You like to shake your legs, but out again. Very good. Maybe you feel a different now already in the sides of your body. You feel difference in your shoulders and your legs. So to keep your body nice and symmetrical, move your body now, the left side of the leg to the left side. Bring your right inner thigh to the inside of your left leg. Move your prop. We like to bring some support here as well into your under your sit bones. And then first things we start with again is pressing the back side of our left leg into the mat, bringing our toes towards our hip, bringing contraction here, engagement into our left leg. Then remember to have your spine nice and long. nicely, like a necklace of pearls rising up here. And then start to place your left elbow next to your left knee, the inside of your left knee. Have the hand palm down here onto the mat. Start to bring first length into your spine again. Get your crown up. And then bring your right hand over your right side. Open your right shoulder to your hips, to the back side, to the left side of the mat. Open your arm here. And then over your head, start to reach out to the front. It's not about hand to toes now, but about opening the side, using your right arm as a leverage. Extension of your right chest. And here again, if it feels uncomfortable for your neck, these vertebrae here are very sensitive, very delicate. And just move your gaze down, look towards your left knee. And remember to press the back side of your left leg into the mat. Very good. And then here as well, find deep breathing. Always remember again, sometimes we just flip apart with it. Press the back side of your left leg onto the mat. Engage your quads. Pull your toes towards your hips. The next inhale, you can also lengthen your spine a bit, maybe open your chest a little bit more to the side. And maybe your side allows you even to fall a millimeter deeper here. 3 more in and exhales. Very good. And then slowly bring your right arm again over the side, back onto the mat to your hips. And press into your left hand, bringing up your upper body into an upright position. Very good. Lengthen your legs here, stretch them out. And maybe you feel that your body is a little bit more even again. A little bit more in alignment. Opening both sides now. And sit here for a moment. Now you engage both sides. Engage with each side before and with the reversed head to knee. Now engage both legs here. Press both back sides of the legs into the mat. Pull your toes towards your hips. Bring your hands, go in staff pose next to your hips. Press here a little bit into your hips. Create a nice and long spine. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. We don't press ourselves fully out. We just press a little bit here into the mat. Engage the back side of the legs. Breathe in here for 3, 2, very good. 1, and then let go. Relax all muscles for a second. You like to roll your shoulders for a second. Very good. Then we bring our ankles to our hips and move over our knees to the front. Bring our knees together, tuck in our toes, come up onto our knees. If that should be uncomfortable for your knees, you can place a blanket under your knees. Always check in with every pose that it's as comfortable as possible for you and as safe as possible. We engage our glutes here. Nicely contract your butt. Contract your abdominal muscles here. And then see where you can reach. You have your toes tucked in. Check in first left and right side. If you can touch with your hands your toes, if that works for you. And if yes, you start to bring your left hand onto your left heel and your right hand onto your right heel. Remember, the whole time it's very important here to have a safe condition for your spine to engage your butt muscles. Bring your chin onto your chest. First here, strong opening, but also engaging. Pressing the tucked toes into the mat. Have it whole time engaged, but very good. And if you feel good with it, you can also slowly release your head here and let it fall back for a second. Open more of your throat and your spine. Go into camel pose. And breathe in deeply here. And always remember to keep your butt muscles nicely engaged. Fall here a little bit. Let your chest open. And deep breathing. 3, 2 more. 1 more. And then stay there. Stay there first. And then bring your weight onto your right heel, your right hand, and start to bring your left hand over the side, up and over your body. Bring your gaze down to your feet and open your left front side, your left side here as well. And also here, engage your glutes. And breathe in deeply. Press into your knees and your feet into the mat. You're pressing into the mat and reaching out, pulling from the crown and the hands. We're creating a nice stretch in our whole body. And breathe in for 3 more. 2 more. It's also nicely lengthening the muscular and the fascial tissues in our feet. And 1 more. Very good. Slowly bring your left hand back down onto our left feet. And then start when you're back down, bring your weight into the left foot and bring your left hand over the front to the back. Glutes engaged. Your knees after some time should start to hurt a little bit. Bring a blanket under here. Imagine someone is pulling your chest forward, bending your spine here a bit more, pulling your pelvis a bit forward, and your pubic bone. Sometimes we can maybe just reach with our fingertips onto the heels, sometimes with our whole hand. And for 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Very good. And then slowly you can either first go with both hands onto your heels again. And then contract your abdominal muscles, contract your glutes, and bring yourself softly up again. If that should not work for you, bring your weight onto the one side and move your butt first down. And then we meet in a seated position. Bring your butt onto your ankles. Very good. Back in here and hero's pose again. How you feel, how your upper body feels like, your neck, your back. Going to go in a contour pose in a second. Sometimes the low part of our back can feel a bit dense right now. And with the next inhale, If you have your eyes closed, just open your eyes again. Bring your knees a bit to the side here in your seated position. You can stay like that there, actually, towards the long side of your mat. Press your hands between your hands, tuck your toes, and move back over your heels in a squat. So we stay here in the yoga squat. See how far away it feels good for you. If it feels uncomfortable for you or too much for your hip, you can also take a block or just try that out and place it at first under your sit bones here as well. So you're not bringing so much pressure onto your hips first, but you're still opening your hips. First, place our hands here onto our knees. Great, nice and flat feet here next to us, reaching out in a 45-degree angle. And bring our palms together and check in here. Maybe you would like to stay here, you want to go down into the yoga squat later. That you bring your elbows at the inside of your thighs and open up your hips here a little bit more. If it feels too high to have the block up like that, you can also move it a little bit down. If you want to bring a little bit more lower angle into your hips. And if you feel after some time, yeah, well, actually that works, you can also go into the yoga squat without any prop. Very good. And then press here with your elbows towards your knees. Open your hips, open your chest, bring your shoulders down and back and away from the ears. Move here maybe a little bit left and right. I always like to say in those poses after really squeezing out our digestional system, it can easily sometimes happen that any kind of gas release happens. Allow that to happen as well in yoga. Yoga is there to detox our system, to release any toxins that we're still carrying within us, squeezing out ourselves into every direction. So that's good. With the next inhale, press with your right elbow just towards your right knee. Maybe you like to place your hand a little bit into your left inside of your left thigh. Breathe in, reach up. And with the exhale, palm back down into the middle. The inhale, move up your right hand. And with the exhale, come back down into the middle. Remember here to open nicely your spine. If you fall too much together, maybe you like to come back onto your prop again. And then also here again, open your hips, inhale, and find here your little flow for yourself in your pace. Inhale, open the side. Exhale, come to the middle. Connecting breath with movement. If we inhale, we are opening ourselves more. With the exhale, we let go. One more each side. Very good. And then let's round up our spine. Bring your chin towards your chest. You can bring your palms together and really round off your spine here for a second. Bringing opening to the backside of your spine here again. Bringing your shoulders towards your ears. And then letting your hands slowly fall between your feet. And vertebra by vertebra, slowly rising here up again in the seated position. If your arms are in the way, just bring them on the other side of your legs. Slowly bring your knees back together. Press into your feet, support maybe with your hands at the side to come into a standing position. Very good. We meet at the top side of the mat, going into a little flow. First check-in Tadasana here in mountain pose, and we like to bring your big toes together, spread out all of your toes to the side, having your sole of the foot tucked into the mat, having a relaxed pelvis, hip area, relaxing a bit into here. Your lower back should be a bit tense. You can also press your knees a little bit together and bend your knees just for a millimeter. Relaxes our spine. Have the shoulders away from the ears. Crown reaching up into the cosmos. Very good. And with the next inhale, we bring our arms over the side, up above our head. With the exhale, over the side again, between our next to our body, and we fall down into forward fold. Inhale, we move up into halfway lift. And exhale, we fall forward. Inhale, we move our body a little bit up and bring our right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, we bring our left foot back here as well, back into plank. Exhale, we move our body down onto the mat. You can also take your knees as a support, chaturanga, and move up here into cobra. Inhale. Exhale, we press into our hands, into our knees, and move down into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your side to the front of the mat. Bring your right foot between your feet again. And exhale, bring your left foot next to your right foot, forward four. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your arms over the side to the top of your head. Come into standing position here again. Exhale, palms together, hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, let your arms fall. Bring your arms over the side, back over your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your upper body, or bring your body a little bit up. Bring your left foot to the back of the mat. High lunge. Exhale, bring your right foot also to the back. Chaturanga, moving your body towards the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press hands and knees into the mat. Come with me into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your side to the front of the mat. Bring your left foot between your hands. High lunge. Exhale, bring your right foot next to it. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, bring your body upright, hands over the side to the top of your head, gaze up. Exhale, palms together, Anjali Mudra, hands in front of heart. Inhale, hands over the side to the top of your head. Exhale, hands over the side, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your gaze a bit up, right foot again to the back of the mat. Exhale, left foot joints, plank, and move down into chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press into the mat and move with me into downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the front of your mat. Right foot goes between your hands to the front of the mat. Exhale, left foot joins, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, arms over the side to the top of your head, standing. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Left side. Inhale, arms to the side to your top of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze goes a bit up, left foot to the back of the mat, high lunge. Exhale, right foot joins, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the front of the mat, left foot front, between your hands, high lunge. Exhale, right foot joints, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, knees bend, arms over the side, top of the head, mountain pose. Exhale, hand in front of your heart. One last round for both sides. Arms over the side, inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot to the back of the mat, high lunge. Exhale, left foot back, plank, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press into the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the front of the mat. Right foot between your hands, high lunge. Exhale, left foot joins, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, knees bend, arms over the side to the top of your head. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Left side, last round. Arms over the side, inhale to the top of your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot to the front, to the back of the mat. High lunge, low lunge, sorry. Exhale, plank and chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press into downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the front, left to the front, low lunge. Exhale, right foot joins, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, arms over the side, top of your head. Exhale, palms together. Anjali Mudra. And lower your hands next to your body. Let's stay here for a second in mountain pose. And feel into your body how you feel right now. Maybe you even like to close your eyes for a second. You feel an increased heart rate. Repeating rhythmically, same asanas in a flow can bring us really in a kind of transcendental state. And also release our thoughts, our mind a bit more. Very good. Then I invite you with me to open your eyes again. Stay here in standing position, mountain pose. And just lift your right, bring your weight onto your left foot and bring your right foot into a mini tree. We're just going to make a mini tree. Bring the right ankle a bit higher than your left ankle. Bring the tiptoes onto the mat. Open your right knee a bit to the side. Open your hip. You can bring your palms in front of your heart together. You can open your arms to the side, whatever feels good for you right now. Maybe you like to center a bit more in yourself, or you like to open a bit more. Maybe you like to also for a second in between also like to close your eyes here in tree pose, engage your glutes. To feel how this tree feels when you're just in yourself with closed eyes. Can then sometimes get a bit more windy, a bit more wobbly. That's okay. Creating new connections in yourself. Not attached that it's all straight and in line the whole time. But sometimes we're just moving with the wind. Very good. If you have palms together, slowly release your hands again to the side of your body. Bring your right foot next to your left foot again. Stay here for a second. One and an exhale. And start to bring your weight into your right foot. And slowly lift off your left foot. Bring the tippy toes onto the mat. Open your knee, open your hip a little bit to the left side. Stay strong in your chest. Engage your glutes a little bit here. And also here on your right side tree, then so to say. Maybe you like to bring palms in front of your heart. Maybe you like to open your arms. Or maybe you even like to bring the palms together to reach up into the sky over your head. You bring the palms over your head. Bring your shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you also like to switch a bit between these hand positions to feel if that gives you a different feeling. Very good. Then also start to release and relax your hands here to the side. Release your foot as well. And stay here in Tadasana with me for a moment more. And then slowly bend your knees. Come with your butt towards the mat. Sit down on your butt. And lay down on your back. And then bring your knees towards your chest. And hug your knees here. Maybe you like to rock a bit from side to side. Give your hips and the back side of your body a little massage. Let's go into our second last position for today, into happy baby pose. Therefore, open your legs a little bit, knees. You can bring your feet up into the air, soles showing up into the air. And you can either decide if you like to take your two fingers and grab from the inside around your big toes, if you want to grab your feet from the outside or from the inside. Just see what matches you. Maybe you just want to grab your ankles wherever you reach today, whatever feels good for you. And then maybe you also like to rock here a bit from side to side, move a bit the feet to left and right, and allow your hip to open here a little bit more, but also to find rest and to get a smile, to get this happy, very content baby feeling of, I'm just lying here on my back and everything's just good. And if there should still be stress in your body, however you draw happy baby, just choose for the most comfortable position with your hands where you want to place them right now. Maybe it's just the calves. As if it's falling, surrendering into this asana, into this pose, relaxing, cooling down, not attaching to anything how it has to look now. Finding comfort in yourself with what is. Very good. And I invite you to slowly bring your knees back together here in front of your chest still. You like to take your hands to bring your knees together. You can grab your knees and roll yourself a little bit up if you like, or you can directly extend your legs into Shavasana. If you want to grab a blanket or a pullover before we relax now in Shavasana, then please just grab it. But I invite you to just relax here. Let your body totally merge with the mat, with the ground. Check in if you're really lying comfortably. If you still like to adjust something, or going into total stillness of the body, inviting more stillness for our mind, letting everything that we have invited to come into movement through this practice find settlement in yourself. Maybe you can just allow yourself for the next 2 minutes to totally rest here. To totally let go. totally fall into Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering to something greater than yourself. And slowly start to come back into this space. We like to start to move your hands and your feet a little bit. And start to roll over your left or your right side into seated position. And still keep your eyes closed if that feels good for you. Maybe you like to ask yourself towards the end now of this practice for yourself, if there's something in your daily life that you would like to take some of the today's intention of non-attachment, the aparigraha, into your daily life. And bring your hands in front of your heart together. And thank you so much for choosing this practice for yourself today, opening more towards yourself, letting go more for yourself to also receive actually more of what is meant to come for you now. Bow to you. Namaste. Thank you so much.